Well, hello, friends. I'm here right now at my office, but I have on the phone with me a blue man, Mr. Mike Brown. How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you are a blue man. You've been a blue man for 11 years with the show Blue Man Group. And you are originally, you went to high school here in Virginia Beach, is that correct?
Yeah, I went to Cox High School. I graduated in '96.
Right on. So we have cool. We got a local blue man, and you have evolved into an actual blue man.
Yes. I was a blue man before I left Virginia Beach, but I've evolved into it now.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Well, tell me a little bit about your evolution to where you are right now.
Well, I went to school Old Dominion University for theater. I mean, I also did acting in high school and everything at Cox High School. And then during my time at ODU on a college trip, I went to see Blue Man and completely fell in love with it. After graduating, I moved to New York City, was working mainly doing backstage work, crew work, and I ended up working for Blue Man as a crew member because I really wanted to work for the company in any way that I possibly could. I knew that I would want to audition one day, and luckily, after 6 months of being a crew member, an open call audition came up, and I auditioned. And it literally is a dream come true.
Wow!
I still can't believe it. Still can't believe it to this day. I am constantly floored by the fact that I get to do this.
Excellent. So, why do you love being in the show so much?
Well, first of all, it's just a lot of fun performing the show. I hate to answer the question with the same wording, but it's amazingly fun. What the Blue Men get to do and how they get to perform in front of people. It's really letting go of a lot of inhibitions and just being having fun and being wild and true of yourself. But ultimately, I enjoy it because it's a perfect combination of the two things that I love, acting and drumming. I was also a drummer in high school. I wasn't schooled or anything, and my parents just bought me a drum set and luckily put up with me making noise for many hours on hours, and that helped me land the job. So acting and rocking out on drums, I mean, it can't really get any better than that.
Absolutely. So, how would you describe the show, and what are some of the things that an audience member will see when they go see the show?
I would describe the show, it's big, it's bright, it's beautiful, it's mesmerizing. At the heart of it, it's truly just about being a kid and letting your sort of inner child out and just having fun without worrying about anything, and sort of looking at the world in a way that is a bit more positive, maybe, or just like hopeful. Also, the show is just, like I said, just a natural sense of fun and play that I think we all hold on to in ourselves, that as we grow up we learn to kind of stifle and put away, and now we, the Blue Men, hope to help release that energy onto the world through the audience.
Interesting. So is this show constantly changing?
Well, we like to see that every show, or like to think that every show is actually the first and only time it's going to happen. It's completely unique to the moment because of the audience. You never know what's going to happen with them. But in terms of the writing of the show, the show does have a structure that we try to follow, but we are prepared at any given moment for anything to happen, whether that be something random happening with the audience, something random happening with the Blue Men that night, something random happening technically with the show, whether or not like a light wouldn't work, or something comes crashing down on the ground and almost crushes you, which sounds pretty scary, but would also probably be pretty fun. But no, the show, there is a level of improv within the show, but it does have a structure that has been tweaked and everything by the writing team in New York City. They develop newer works and then implement them into the show, and as a company, we like to feel like we're always ever changing and ever evolving with current technologies, current things that we want to comment on, whether that be society or technology or I don't know, junk food.
A little bit of everything in there, huh?
Totally. The Blue Men like to explore the entire world around them.
So, how does music play a part in the Blue Man Group's performance?
Well, the Blue Men don't speak ever. There's no written word in the show, and there's no text, so we're not up there like a normal play giving monologues or whatever. But we are having high-level stakes moments within the show, and so in order to communicate, the Blue Men have figured out to use drumming and music, so it's a communicative device in order to elicit responses in the audience, or to gauge how they're feeling, and also just to incite fun and excitement in the moment. The Blue Men choose music also, especially drumming, because it's so tribal and you can actually feel it inside your body when we play drums or we play a musical piece like out of something that you wouldn't normally think could be used as a drum, and then we make music out of it, and it really evokes a strong feeling inside people. And plus, that's another thing. The Blue Men like to take everyday objects and sort of turn them on their head and make something completely different out of it. So music completely is applied to that through their exploration of whatever they find or whatever is around them.
Right. And also, you were talking about the audience earlier. How is audience participation a part of this show?
Well, like I said, the Blue Men always are extremely excited and intrigued by what's around them. So the audience being the most important reason why the Blue Men are there for the show, they play a huge part in driving the show and feeding energy into the show. And then the Blue Men actually go out into the audience and interact with them and have real face-to-face contact and real interactions, look like right eye to eye, and like get to know each other in these really, they may be brief moments, but we share a lot between just us and other people by just looking at them and having real moments. And then certain things pop up where we may get interested by something that the audience might have, whether that be candy or an umbrella, or really it could be literally anything. And that again is like, that plays into the spontaneity of everything. We never know what to expect. And then we actually do take audience members up onto the stage with us into our own little private, weird world for everyone to sort of watch and see how we're going to interact with them and use them to either make a piece of art or have a really beautiful experience with them.
Wow.
So the audience completely feeds the show in probably every literal way. Energy, pace, excitement. The audience is a huge character for this show.
Excellent. Well, it just sounds incredible, and I saw a.
It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I believe. Hey, listen,
why would I lie?
I got to see the show and photograph it a few years ago, and it was probably a completely different show because I know you guys are constantly evolving and changing. But it was fantastic. Right. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Where did you see it?
We saw it. It was at Norfolk at Chrysler Hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. Yeah, the show was a little bit different back then, especially in terms of the technology content that not only the Blue Men and the show utilized in order for the show to look cool, but also what we interact with in terms of technology.
Okay. Gotcha. So it sounds like it's going to be. I remember there was some cell phone text messaging type of technology going on. Segment.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. With technology changing, I'm sure there's lots of fodder for you guys to mess with and whatnot.
Exactly.
Very cool. Well, there you have it. Mike Brown, Virginia Beach local, now doing the Blue Man Group. Yeah, VA, 2 up, 2 down, baby. Wait for it. Blue Man Group is part of the Tidewater Mortgage Services Great Performance Series at our Sandler Center for the Performing Arts, and they will be performing November 7th through 8th at 8 p.m., 2 p.m., and 7:30 p.m., and you can buy your tickets at Ticketmaster and at the SandlerCenter.org website. So I want to thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for for speaking with me and for letting us know a little bit more about Blue Man Group.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and I look forward to seeing you perform.